I know people ask you this all the time, but I'm curious, is there anything big you're seeing change in the PM role broadly?
We've talked about quite a few big dynamics that are changing. Interestingly, what we're really been talking about is the different definitions of the PM role. Yeah. And so if we hold one of those definitions constant, let's say we are focused now on the empowered product manager, the one you and I grew up with, and those are the ones that are responsible for value and viability. In general, I think the principles are stable and I think they will remain stable. However, the techniques are undergoing some radical changes, especially with generative AI. Don't get me wrong. I've been living this every day as most of us have. I don't have it figured out. In fact, I recently changed my advice because I used to say, start with ChatGPT, go from there, and I'll help you make that great. We'll go from there. And what I kept seeing was people taking what they get too literally, too seriously, too much value. And they were heading off in a wrong direction, and then they were optimizing that. So, there's a lot going on right now. It's a moving target, depends which system you're using and the day of the week now on what you're at. But whatever. Now I've been recommending to people that they think through the answer first. Really get them to think. Put something down, then use ChatGPT to see if you can't improve on that, to see if you can't challenge that, to see if you can't make your argument tighter. So I've kind of reversed. And I did that because people are trusting the results too much.
And when you talk about what they start with, is it like, here's a strategy I'm thinking for this product, or is it like a PRD?
Yeah, I mean, certainly you can use it for a spec, right? A PRD. Yeah. You can certainly use it for strategy. You can certainly use it for even things like triaging bugs. You can use it for, it's hard to think of something you can't use it for. The harder question is, what is it good for?
Yeah. Something along those lines I wanted to chat about, something I've been thinking about, I want to write a post about this, is which skills of a product manager will be most disrupted by AI. So I think short term, there's like communication is getting improved. You can improve your writing. Strategy maybe, like, here's my strategy, give me some feedback. So I think there's things are kind of being optimized a bit through ChatGPT and tools like that. But like in the 5 or 10 years, are there any skills that will potentially go away, or 95% of it will be done by AI? And if so, where do you see most of that change happening?
Absolutely.
In the skill sets?
And I think that is happening. More on the engineering side right now and also on the design side, but I fully expect it will happen. Like I said at the beginning, I don't know when really, because that timing is hard question. But this is another one of my arguments to people of why you need to up level your skills. If you are fundamentally a backlog administrator, good luck protecting that, because already people are doing that. It's only a matter of time before that becomes pretty well supported. So that is not a good job prospect. Now, then we can talk about a feature team project manager. There's very little that's going on in there that is truly, value add. Most of these are administrative kinds of things that can be done at least significantly with help. So I wouldn't feel confident if I was a feature team product manager that I could keep doing this for any amount of years at least. Now, for an empowered product manager, if your responsibility is value and viability, if you boil it down, that's kind of the real challenge left with ChatGPT or GenAI, is viability becomes even more important question. There's some very hard things left. So designers, I think the real product designers at the top of the chain, they're going to be incredibly important. And of course, tech leads are going to be incredibly important, more than ever. But for a product manager, especially with viability, I've been on so many of these calls where we've been talking about the implications of probabilistic software versus deterministic software, and what is okay, like the lawyers are weighing in already with the legal perspective, but also ethical perspective and just Like, if this is mission critical, is this something that we could be okay with having a probabilistic answer? We don't know. Trying to figure that out. So what is that really? That's a viability and a value question. So a lot more is landing squarely on the product manager than I think in general in the past.
Mm-hmm. You talk about viability, just so people know what you mean when you say that. What's like the one sentence definition of what viability means?
So value means for the customer. Viability means for your business. So that means it works for your business. You can sell it, market it. It's legal. You can service it. It's compliance. All of these constraints. You know the hard part. Remember Airbnb? It wasn't so hard to get people to sign up. It was hard to make listings legal in San Francisco. That's the hard part, is the compliance side.